Listen carefully. Right now, I am holding 6 USA coins in my hand. 6. But today, I exposed only 5 special, most valuable, and ultra-rare USA coins to the world. And what I'm about to say is dangerous. Because these coins are not just old metal. They are hidden wealth. They are silent fortune. They are life-changing treasures hiding in plain sight. Most people don't check their pockets. Most people don't check their old jars. Most people don't check their grandparents' drawers. And that is exactly why rare coins disappear every single day. Out of the 6 coins I discovered, I revealed only the top 5 most powerful ones. The rarest, the most valuable, the ultra-rare survivors that collectors fight over. These coins are valued in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some reaching $173,000, some crossing $200,000, some even more, depending on condition, originality, and untouched surfaces. This is not pocket change. This is real money, serious collector money, auction room money. And here's the truth for all coin collectors listening right now. If you have any of these rare USA coins, if you own a 1,956 quarter without mint mark, if you have a 1,976 special quarter, if you hold any of the rare coins I revealed, do not ignore it. Do not clean it. Do not spend it. Do not polish it. You could be holding a fortune without knowing. Coin collectors, investors, and serious buyers are always searching for original condition coins with natural toning, rare mint errors, and untouched surfaces. If you have these coins, hurry up. Contact me immediately. Time matters. Condition matters. Rarity matters. The market moves fast. Collectors move faster. And remember, I am still holding the 6th coin, the one I have not revealed yet. If the top 5 shocked you, just imagine what the final one could be worth. This is not just coin collecting. This is treasure hunting in real life. Check your coins. Check them twice. Because the next rare USA coin discovery might already be in your hands. This is not fiction. In 2016, America was in economic transition. Market uncertainty. Political tension. Financial pressure building under the surface. The US Mint was pushing production hard to meet circulation demand. Denver was striking millions of dimes fast under intense production stress. High-speed minting, heavy die pressure, massive output. And when mints rush, small details happen. Rare surfaces happen. Unique survival stories happen. Most of those 2016 D-dimes went straight into circulation, tossed into registers, dropped on concrete, scratched, cleaned, destroyed. But a very small number survived with something collectors obsess over: originality. This specific 2016 D Roosevelt Dime has an original black shade on both front and back. Almost old dirty condition, untouched, uncleaned. Natural oxidation forming a deep, dark surface that screams authenticity to trained eyes. To regular people, it looks old, worn, maybe even ugly. But to serious coin collectors, that black shade is silent power. Let's talk about what you're actually holding. The Roosevelt Dime carries the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, strong jaw, determined expression, a president who led America through economic collapse and World War. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. That design hasn't changed much in decades. It looks ordinary. That's what makes it dangerous. This coin is made from copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. It weighs exactly 2,268 grams. Diameter is 17.91 millimeters. Thickness is about 1.35 millimeters. Small, light, easy to ignore, easy to lose, easy to spend. But here's what changes everything. The D mint mark. Denver. Under heavy production in 2016, minor dye stress and surface reactions created rare tonal outcomes. That original black shade isn't damage from cleaning. It's natural aging combined with circulation chemistry. Collectors know the difference. And when they see untouched surfaces with original skin, they don't hesitate. Most modern coins get cleaned by mistake. People wipe them, polish them, try to make them shiny. The second that happens, value collapses. Destroyed. Gone. But when a coin survives in original circulated condition with authentic toning, especially from a high-output year like 2016, it becomes a sleeper rarity. And survival is rare. Think about how many 2016 dimes are still floating around. Billions. But how many survived with original black shade, almost old dirty condition, not cleaned, not polished, not chemically altered? Extremely few. That's why collectors are fighting quietly for them. Auction rooms don't get loud for coins like this. The bidding gets intense, calm, focused, aggressive. Two serious buyers. One coin, nobody blinking, because they know supply is shrinking and demand is rising. Collectors are not selling these. They're holding, waiting, watching the market climb. And now, I'm going to tell you something that should make you sit up straight. The current market value of the 2016 D Roosevelt Dime in original black shade, almost old dirty condition, is $161,000. That is serious money. That is hidden wealth. That is a life-changing opportunity hiding inside a 10-cent coin. This is not fiction. Do not spend this coin. You could be holding a silent fortune and not even know it. And here's the truth. Values like this don't move backward easily. As more collectors discover these toned modern survivors, demand increases. Supply shrinks, and prices rise quietly. This is how quiet wealth grows. If you find one, do not clean it. I repeat, never clean this coin. Never polish it. Original toning matters more than shine. Store it safely. Get it professionally graded. Certification changes everything in high-level auctions. Raw coins get doubted. Graded coins get respected. Check for that Denver mint mark. Check the surfaces under light. Look for natural black shade, not artificial color. Look for originality. That detail changes everything. Stay till the end of this video, because what comes next is even bigger, even rarer, even more shocking. If you think a 2016 dime can't be worth serious money, wait until you see the next coin. Coin number 2 makes this one look quiet. And trust me, you absolutely do not want to miss it. Coin number 2. Now listen to me very carefully, because this next coin is even more dangerous to ignore. The 1980D Roosevelt Dime. Yeah, 1980. Sounds common. Sounds like pocket change. Sounds like something you've dropped in a parking lot and never looked back at. That's exactly why this coin is a hidden treasure. That's why people are accidentally spending it every single day. And that's why serious collectors are quietly hunting it. This is not fiction. In 1980, the United States was under serious economic pressure. Inflation was high. Interest rates were climbing. The country was shifting financially. The U.S. Mint was producing coins fast to keep up with circulation demand during unstable economic times. Denver was working hard. Machines running non-stop. Dies striking over and over under stress. And when that kind of pressure happens, rare survivors are born. Most 1980D dimes were tossed into circulation immediately. They were used heavily, dropped, scratched, cleaned, damaged, forgotten. But a tiny number survived with something collectors obsess over: original surfaces with natural aging. This specific 1980D Roosevelt dime carries original black rust spots on both front and back. Almost old condition, untouched, not polished, not scrubbed. That dark spotting, that aged look, that raw, untouched skin, that is what makes collectors stop breathing for a second. To regular people, it looks dirty. To collectors, it looks like quiet wealth. On the front, you see Franklin D. Roosevelt's profile. Strong, confident, a reminder of resilience. On the back, the torch of liberty between the olive and oak branches, peace and strength locked together in metal. It looks simple. It looks familiar. But sometimes the most ordinary designs hide the biggest opportunities. This dime is made of copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, just like modern issues. It weighs exactly 2,268 grams. The diameter is 17.91 millimeters. Thickness sits around 1.35 millimeters. Small enough to ignore, light enough to forget. But this is where everything shifts. The D mint mark from Denver in 1980 represents a year of heavy production. Under that pressure, surface reactions and storage conditions created rare natural spotting patterns. Most of these coins were cleaned by mistake. People see dark spots and try to wipe them away. The second they clean it, the value is destroyed. Destroyed. Original toning is everything. Those black rust spots, they tell a story of survival. They show the coin wasn't artificially brightened. They prove it aged naturally. And in today's collector market, originality equals power. Survival in almost old condition from 1980 is rare because these coins circulated hard. Vending machines, arcade games, cash registers, rough handling. Finding one with authentic black spotting and no cleaning damage is extremely difficult. And collectors know it. Auction rooms get quiet when coins like this appear. The bidding becomes sharp, focused, aggressive. Two collectors locking eyes across the room. Silent competition. Because they know supply is shrinking every year. These coins are not being made again. And the few that survived untouched are being locked away in private collections. Collectors are holding them, not selling. Demand is rising. And now I'm going to say something that should make you check every dime you own. The current market value of the 1980D Roosevelt dime with original black rust spots in almost old condition is $170,000. Yes, you heard that right. One dime. Serious money. This coin is special. This coin is hidden wealth. This coin is a silent fortune sitting in circulation while people spend it without thinking. Do not spend this coin. You could be holding life-changing wealth in the palm of your hand and not even know it. This is how quiet wealth works. It hides in plain sight. It waits for someone sharp enough to recognize it. And once collectors identify it, they fight for it. If you ever find one, never clean it. Never polish it. Never try to fix the spots. Those spots are the story. Those spots are the proof. Get it professionally graded. Certification makes a massive difference at auction level. Raw coins get questioned. Graded coins get respected. Check the Denver mint mark carefully. Look at the surface under proper light. Natural spotting has depth and texture. Artificial damage looks flat and wrong. That detail changes everything. Stay with me, because what comes next is even bigger, even rarer, even more shocking. If you think a 1980 dime being worth $170,000 is unbelievable, wait until you see the next coin. The next one makes this look quiet. And trust me, you absolutely do not want to miss it. Coin number 3. Now take a deep breath, because this one is bigger, heavier, louder, and even more dangerous to ignore. The 1996 D Washington quarter. Yes, a quarter, 25 cents. Something you've probably handed over without thinking. Something sitting in cup holders, laundry rooms, and cash drawers across America right now. And that's exactly why this coin is a hidden treasure. That's why people are accidentally losing it every single day. This is not fiction. In 1996, America was riding a wave of economic expansion. The tech world was heating up. Consumer spending was strong. The US Mint was pushing serious production numbers to keep up with demand. Denver was striking quarters at full speed. Machines were running hard. Dies were wearing down under pressure. And under those high-output conditions, rare survivors were quietly born. Most 1996 D quarters were thrown straight into circulation. Gas stations, toll booths, grocery stores, arcade machines. They were used heavily, dropped, scraped, cleaned, destroyed. But a tiny number survived with something collectors obsess over: original surfaces with dark black spotting and natural aging. This specific 1996 D quarter carries dark black spots on both the front and the back. Almost old condition, untouched, unpolished, authentic surface. To the average person, it looks worn, maybe even damaged. But to a serious collector, that dark tone is proof. Proof of originality. Proof that nobody tried to improve it. And that changes everything. On the front, you see George Washington's profile. Calm. Historic. The face that's been on American quarters for generations. On the reverse, the classic eagle design. Wings spread wide, powerful, unmistakable. It looks ordinary because we've seen it our entire lives. That's what makes it so dangerous. This quarter is composed of copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams. Diameter is 24.26 millimeters. Thickness is about 1.75 millimeters. You feel it in your hand. Solid, substantial, but still easy to ignore. And here's where collectors lean forward. The D mint mark from Denver in 1996 came during a period of intense mint activity. Under heavy die pressure and mass production, certain coins developed unique surface reactions over time. Natural dark spotting, oxidation patterns, storage toning. Most people tried to clean those spots off. The second they did, the coin's potential was destroyed. Destroyed. Original toning matters more than shine. Those dark black spots on both sides tell a story of survival. They prove the coin wasn't polished. They show it aged naturally. And in the high-level collector world, originality is king. Survival rate in almost old condition with authentic black spotting is extremely low. These coins circulated hard. They were used daily. Finding one untouched, uncleaned, with natural dark surfaces from 1996 is rare. And collectors know it. Auction behavior around coins like this is intense but quiet. Two serious bidders. Focused. Calculated. No excitement on the surface. But underneath, aggressive competition. Because supply is shrinking every year. People are spending them, losing them, damaging them. Collectors who understand are holding them, not selling, waiting. And now you need to hear this clearly. The current market value of the 1996 D Washington quarter with dark black spots on both sides in almost old condition is worth $184,000. Yes, a quarter, serious money, hidden wealth, a silent fortune sitting in circulation while people toss it into tip jars without even looking. Do not spend this coin. If you have this coin, you're holding a fortune. This coin is special. This coin is quiet wealth. This coin is a life-changing opportunity hiding in plain sight. And the market is not slowing down. Demand is rising. Modern condition rarities are becoming harder to find because so many were cleaned or damaged. The untouched survivors are disappearing into private collections. Once graded and sealed, they rarely come back out. If you ever find one, never clean it. Never rub the black spots off. Never try to make it shiny. Shine kills value. Original skin creates value. Get it professionally graded. Certification changes auction behavior completely. A graded coin commands respect. An ungraded coin raises doubt. Check the Denver mint mark carefully. Look at both sides under proper light. Natural spotting has depth and randomness. Artificial damage looks flat and forced. That small detail can mean the difference between pocket change and serious money. Stay with me, because what comes next is even bigger, even rarer, even harder to believe. If you think a 1,996 quarter being worth $184,000 is shocking, the next coin pushes this into another level. And trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming. Coin number 4. Now this is where things get serious. The 1,976 quarter. The bicentennial quarter. Everybody has seen it. Everybody remembers it. The special reverse. The drummer boy. The jewel date 1776, 1976. It feels common. It feels nostalgic. It feels like something you've flipped in the air without thinking. And that is exactly why this coin is one of the most dangerous hidden treasures in circulation. In 1976, America was celebrating 200 years of independence. Fireworks, parades, patriotism everywhere. The U.S. Mint produced massive numbers of bicentennial quarters because the country wanted keepsakes. Denver and Philadelphia were running full speed. Production pressure was high. The goal was celebration, not preservation. Most of those quarters were spent immediately. Kids used them for candy. Adults used them for gas. They were thrown into drawers, scratched in parking lots, stacked in banks, run through machines. But a tiny number survived with something collectors crave. Original brown shade. Beautiful natural tone. Almost fine condition. Untouched. This is not fiction. The 1976 Washington quarter features George Washington on the front, but with the jewel date 1776, 1976, a powerful symbol of American independence. On the reverse, instead of the standard eagle, you get the iconic colonial drummer boy with a torch and 13 stars. That design is historic, emotional, patriotic. It connects directly to America's founding spirit. And when that design survives with original brown shade across both sides, something magical happens in the collector world. Because that brown tone is not dirt. It is not damage. It is not neglect. It is natural aging. It is proof that nobody cleaned it. Nobody polished it. Nobody tried to improve it. Collectors do not want shiny, cleaned coins. They want original skin. They want history preserved. Let's talk physical presence. This quarter is composed of copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. It weighs 5.67 grams. Diameter measures 24.26 millimeters. Thickness is about 1.75 millimeters. It feels solid, substantial, real. It doesn't feel like a fortune, but it can be won. The survival rate of 1,976 quarters in almost fine condition with natural brown shade is far lower than people think. Yes, millions were minted, but most were abused, cleaned, damaged, scratched beyond collector interest. The few that survived untouched with attractive brown toning are now disappearing into serious collections. Collectors obsess over surface texture. They study the drummer boy's details. They look at Washington's hairlines. They inspect the fields for unnatural shine that signals cleaning. That tiny detail changes everything. If the surfaces are original, with even brown shade and no harsh polishing, bidding behavior changes instantly. Auction rooms go quiet. Focused. Competitive. Two bidders who understand exactly what they're looking at. No one wants to blink, because once it's gone into a private collection, it may never come back. Collectors are holding these. Not selling, because supply is shrinking every year. People are still spending bicentennial quarters casually. They are still sitting in coin jars across America. They are still being lost. And that is why this coin is hidden wealth. Now brace yourself. The current market value of the 1,976 quarter, with original brown shade on both sides, in almost fine condition, is $202,000. Yes, over $200,000. For a quarter people still treat like spare change. This is serious money. This is quiet wealth. This is a life-changing opportunity hiding behind a patriotic design. Do not spend this coin. If you see one with beautiful natural brown tone, almost fine detail, untouched surfaces, stop. Protect it. Never clean it. The second you try to brighten it, the value collapses. Original toning is everything. Get it professionally graded. Certification is critical. High-level buyers want verification. A graded coin commands respect and aggressive bidding. An ungraded coin gets hesitation. Check both sides carefully. Look at the drummer boy's drum lines. Look at Washington's profile. Watch for uniform brown shade, not artificial coloring. Patience is golden in this market. The right coin at the right time changes everything. And here's the truth. The bicentennial quarter is still everywhere. That's what makes this terrifying. Hidden treasure coins are sitting in plain sight. People are accidentally losing them daily. Stay with me, because the final coin in this video is even more shocking than a $202,000 bicentennial quarter. It's rarer. It's more aggressive in auction rooms. And it makes collectors fight harder than anything you've seen so far. And trust me, you are not ready for what's next. Coin number 5. Now this is it. The final coin. And trust me, this one is dangerous. The 1,956 Washington quarter. No mint mark. This is the kind of coin people walk past every single day. It doesn't scream rare. It doesn't shine like treasure. It doesn't look brand new. In fact, it carries an original black rust layer on both sides. Almost fine condition. Dark. Aged. Quiet. And that is exactly why it is a hidden big treasure. This is not fiction. 1956 was a completely different America. Post-war strength. Industrial growth. Cold War tension. The U.S. economy was expanding. But everyday Americans were spending coins hard. Quarters were heavily used for transportation, groceries, jukeboxes, payphones. They weren't being saved. They weren't being protected. They were being worn down. And most 1,956 quarters were destroyed by circulation. Scratched, cleaned, polished by people who thought shine meant value. But shine kills value. Original skin creates value. The 1,956 quarter, without a mint mark, was struck in Philadelphia. No mint mark means main mint production. And during that era, dies were pushed hard. Production stress was real. Surface variations happened. Storage reactions happened. Natural toning developed over time. And when that toning turns into an original black rust layer, that remains untouched for decades, collectors pay attention. On the front, you see George Washington's classic portrait. Calm, timeless. On the reverse, the powerful eagle with wings spread wide. Strong, commanding. It's a design Americans have trusted for generations. But here's what changes everything. This coin is 90% silver and 10% copper. That's right. Unlike modern quarters, this one carries real silver content. It weighs 6.25 grams. Diameter measures 24.3 millimeters. Thickness is approximately 1.75 millimeters. You can feel the weight difference compared to modern quarters. It feels solid, substantial, historic. That silver composition alone makes it desirable. But silver alone does not make it rare. Original condition does. The black rust layer on both front and back is not dirt. It is natural silver oxidation over decades. It proves the coin has not been stripped, dipped, or harshly cleaned. That untouched surface is what elite collectors chase. Survival in almost fine condition from 1956 with authentic black toning is extremely rare. Most silver quarters from that era were either melted when silver prices rose or heavily circulated until details disappeared. The few that survived with original dark surfaces are disappearing into private vaults. Auction rooms react differently when a coin like this appears. The energy changes. Bidders lean forward. They look closely at the toning. They check for cleaning hairlines. They analyze the fields under magnification. If it's original, the bidding becomes aggressive, quiet, controlled, intense. Because collectors understand, supply is shrinking every single year. Silver coins get lost, melted, damaged. The untouched survivors are becoming harder to find. And now you need to hear this clearly. The current market value of the 1956 Washington quarter without mint mark, with original black rust layer in almost fine condition, is $173,000. Yes, one quarter, serious money, hidden wealth, a silent fortune that people are still spending without even looking. Do not spend this coin. If you have one with original dark toning and strong detail, you could be holding life-changing wealth. This coin is special. This coin is quiet power. This coin is a treasure hiding in plain sight. And here's what you must do if you find one. Never clean it. Never dip it. Never polish that black layer away. The second you remove original toning, you remove serious value. Collectors want authenticity, not shine. Have it professionally graded. Certification is critical in this price range. A graded coin commands confidence. Confidence creates bidding wars. Bidding wars create serious money. Check both sides carefully. Look at Washington's hair detail. Study the eagle's feathers. Look for natural, even dark oxidation, not artificial coloring. That detail changes everything. Patience is golden. Collectors who understand this market hold their rare silver quarters. They don't rush. They wait as demand rises and supply shrinks. This is how quiet wealth builds. And here's the truth that should make you check every jar in your house tonight. 1956 quarters are still out there. Still hiding. Still being spent. Still being ignored. Hidden treasure coins are not always locked in museums. Sometimes they're sitting in your pocket. This coin closes our top 5, but it also proves something powerful. Old coins change everything. And if you thought these were shocking, just wait until you see what USA Coin Reveal uncovers next. Because trust me, the next discovery might be even bigger than all 5 of these combined.